very difficult. It was sad. But as a family, you know, we got closer. We spent more time together. We would discuss the memories of Sally and all the fun things that she used to do to make us laugh. You know, food fights. The list could go on with what she would do to make us laugh, and all those memories, you know, jumping in the freezing cold pool after a run because she would make me go into an ice bath with her. Pranks played on my dad, scaring him walking down the hallway, you know, and teasing my mom, teasing my brother. And
you know, the first year after losing her, I would say that it was different, obviously, but we, like my sister said, we all tried to, you know, do our best to keep the traditions alive. So we did have like our family come over still for our Christmas lunch, and
even Nana came over.
Yeah, Nana came, Shondell.
My mom's mom came over still, and my mom's niece came over and her child. So we still try to keep things as normal.
Yeah. So it was different, but it was still special. I wouldn't say that it was like super sad or anything like that.
And then I remember.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're gonna say what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
But someone gave us an ornament with mommy, and we like, we didn't have like a ceremony, but we like all got together and just like put her picture on the tree. So we still took doing the Christmas tree as special as a, you know, as it would if she was.
And the dove too.
We had a dove,
Yeah, we have the dove from. It was from Powell's. Is that from the Powell's Christmas tree? Yeah.
My first Christmas without Rashid was really difficult. It was about 9 months after he had been killed, and I was living home with my parents at the time. They moved me back home, and everyone tried everything to cheer me up. Of course, everyone was sad because he was a son to my parents, and he was a brother to my sister and brother, and we're all home together. And we had a smaller Christmas, just family. My mom still made all of the fixings, and we still put on the music, but I just felt so slow. Tried to hide in my room, came down for dinner. One thing I do vividly remember is my mom saying the prayer and including Rashid in heaven, as well as my grandfather and both of my grandfathers, my mother and my father's dad. And it meant a lot to say his name and to still share those memories. But I didn't do much, and we had dinner, and I went back to my room, and that's kind of what it was. It was slower, it was quieter, it was softer, it was what I needed, and all of them since then have been like that. This is the third one without Rashid, and I finally feel a little bit of the joy of the season coming back. But again, it's just, it's quieter.
It was different because the last Christmas that we had with her was just like full of a lot of memories. Like, it's kind of, I can't really explain it, but you know how the last Christmas, like, okay, things happen for a reason. So that Christmas before, like her last Christmas, like everybody was around and stuff like that. So then when we did end up losing her, it was like, okay, now where's everybody? But at the same time, like we all had good spirits. Like even before she passed, we you know, we had good spirits. We're raised as Christians, so we have good faith and stuff like that. So I wouldn't say that Christmas was the worst thing ever, but we had a lot of support from her friends and family, and we try to carry things on as normal as possible. Like we had our entire family around still. So it wasn't like a big, like she was the obvious miss, but it wasn't like okay, so what do we do now? It was like, my dad was like, we're gonna pick right back up. We're not gonna make it seem like it's the end of the world or, you know, much different.
It went pretty bad. I didn't feel very Christmassy on Christmas Day last year. Even though, you know, it was Christmas Day and we all were still there, but her absence was definitely felt and missed. And I think that's what kind of took away from the experience for me last year. But we still made it through Christmas Day.
Well, actually, my daughter, Rihanna, was born Christmas Day. That's a family from overseas came. What people talked about was things that they knew from her from when she's first born to when she died, you know, up to 14 years. So it was great memories.
I'd say the biggest one that I've started doing is honestly just being, I don't take the season as seriously when it comes to the commercial part of it. I shop less, I go to fewer parties, I stop and think more about the reason behind the season, which for me is love. So it is spending time with loved ones, both my family and my in-laws, who are still my family. And it's stopping to think about the positive times, the beautiful times I shared with Rashid, remembering those, and starting to again connect with the things that I really love about the season. Making wassail and starting to bake again, which actually cooking and baking, I didn't realize, but became one of my triggers. And I'm actually again starting to do that and fill my home with the smells of the season and remembering what it's all about.
You know, just in new additions, you know, people that join Christmas dinner for the first time with us and experience it, and, you know, having different experiences and embracing what is now. I think that is something that she would have liked to see as well.
Well, this one, I will say this. 6 weeks ago, my daughter Kara had a baby girl, Isabella. So I know if Rihanna was living today, just to be here to experience the love and the joy that Isabella brings to us, it's just so wonderful. And you know, to see how Isabella is just flourishing each and every week, we're learning something new about her. So I think if Rihanna was living today, and to be part of that, she'll be just so blessed, because Isabella looks just like my mom. You know, and so you know, we have the great memories.
Obviously, my nephew and niece, they're definitely new. My niece hasn't spent a Christmas with us yet, but this will be my nephew's 4th Christmas with us, so she would love to have him around and tease him and play with him and spoil him. And I guess it's not a new tradition, but you know, it just makes me think of Sally, and I think she'd be happy that I still run, I still bike. We have her dogs still, so they're in the family, and they get spoiled with new treats and new toys every Christmas. So I think she'd take pride in knowing that we still treat her babies just like she would.
I think that now a new Christmas tradition that I love that we do is every year we have a Christmas pajama party. It's not on Christmas, but it's every year around Christmas time, and we do that with our sister-in-law's family. So we go to her grandmother's house, Nan. We go to Nan's house every year, and everyone wears their Christmas pajamas or some kind of pajamas, and we all get together and we have food, and there's music, sing carols. Joey, one of Nan's family friends, he pulls out his ukulele, and he sings to everyone, and we all sing and dance, and we have a gift exchange too, so it's really, really fun.
So, you know, without Sally, we have to do things that remind us of her. You know, we have to do things that she would be happy of. We would definitely continue the tradition of going to the movies. We would, you know, continue to be excited, opening presents. We still talk about Sally a lot. You know, we still exercise as a family because that was something that we always did, you know, and Sally was a huge, huge athlete. So keeping that in the family and continuing to do things that she would like brings us happiness, and knowing that, okay, Sally is with us. You know, what would Sally do today? What would she want to do? And so we put that together, and we try to do things as a family that we know she would want to take part in.
And I think that, you know, it's one of those things, like it makes me happy trying to, you know, move forward and not think about painful things, you know, and even incorporating her into Christmas Day still. Like last year we put her picture all on the Christmas tree, and you know, I wore her apron, and just incorporating her into the day and allowing myself to have joy as opposed to feeling her absence. You know, like I said, just incorporating her into the day.